Hey guys,
Hello, everybody.
and welcome to the Nerdy Archives.
Yes, welcome.
Um, how we doing, guys? How are things?
I'm sorry for the whole silhouette thing again. My VC face is like super temperamental. I don't know.
Right?
But hopefully by the time I post this, because let's be real, my life is hectic right now. Um, it might be our new models. So yay!
Yay!
Oh my God, squeaky
Uh-oh,
chair.
we might have a problem,
What?
honestly. My charger, I think, might have just gone kaput,
No.
and I am literally at 7%.
Fuck. Okay, do you wanna
If-
do you have phone battery?
Um, yeah, I think, let me check. I've
It's
been, I've been,
you can
eh,
actually hold on. This is gonna sound crazy, okay? I
okay.
won't be able to see you, but you can link your Discord to PS5 and you can join calls that way.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
I
I
was
mean,
I was doing that the other day when I was in my Discord. I was like, I'm playing ZZZ, so like I was just talking to them on my
right? Let me try something.
okay.
I knew this was coming too. That's the problem. Is I procrastinate until
Until it's too late. Ha, that rhymes.
ah, okay.
Are you good
I'm
now?
just gonna have to be at I'm gonna have to be at a really it's not even a weird angle. It's like a normal sitting in your bed angle. But yeah, it's
Oh,
7% plugged in.
okay. So your charger is just like
My phone
wonky.
it's my phone. It's my phone. No, it's my phone charger. Like my literal phone charger will run
How does it
my
give
computer.
enough fucking power?
I don't know, but it says plugged in, so
Hey, whatever. Shit. We'll take
you know
it.
what? We'll take it. Let's see, like, what's the voltage on this adapter? That's a good question. Uh, what's input? Output is
Output.
important.
Yeah, it's output.
Output. Output is 5 volts, I
Normally
think?
laptops are like 30, but yours is a Chromebook.
Yeah.
Hold on, I'm gonna look that up
Mm,
really quick because
yeah.
I'm curious.
It might not be working actually now that I think it, because it says 6% plugged in, but it just gave me a warning.
Let's see.
That's what you get for using aftermarket
What
chargers.
kind of Chromebook is it?
Shit. Where do you look that information up at?
Oh,
Like,
okay. Well, whatever. It's fine. It's literally only 0.25 less than what you need because it's
yeah,
5.25 volts.
got you. Um, it's right there, open. Um, excuse me. It is what is this? Okay. Windows 11, that's not what I need to know. I have processor. Is
It's
that
fine. No, don't worry about it. It's a brand. Like,
I was like, it's a Samsung.
okay, well, yeah, then that's the
Yeah, it's a
brand.
Samsung.
Okay. Well, it's fine. It's literally like 0.25%
We'll see
difference.
what happens. It says 6% available plugged in. So if it goes down in the next like 5-10 minutes, we'll know we'll have to just jump to like my phone. I have like 18% on my phone. If I plug it in, it'll be fine.
Oh, why is everything dying?
Laptop is because I usually have it plugged in while we're recording and it wasn't charging throughout the entire session last
Got you.
time.
Okay.
And it was probably the fact that it was dying and I wasn't paying attention to it. And I have only been home since 6 o'clock. So,
That's fair.
oh,
I think you're disappearing. Okay, you guys, she froze, so I'm assuming her laptop died. So we're just gonna I'm just gonna come up with shit to say before we wait for her. While we wait for her, not before. What? I'm awkward. So Z Z Z. I'm gonna talk about it really quick, okay? No, I'm not, cause she's typing. Hold on. Let's see. Well, there was my answer. Welcome back.
Welcome.
And now you have to
Yeah,
hold your phone for 2 hours.
I don't care. When have I ever cared about that?
True.
All right. That makes me so mad though, because like it's always why does everything fall apart, guys, when you're broke?
True.
Because like I literally spent too much money. It's on Starbucks. I'm going to be 100% honest with you guys. It was Starbucks. I've had a problem. I looked back at my July expenses. It wasn't pretty.
Them adding a Starbucks in your store is literally the worst thing that could happen to you.
Yes. Truth.
You know, today I
Truth.
actually was thinking about it, like, should I just go get some Starbucks? I kind of want a pink drink. But I didn't. I did
Right?
it. I was good.
Good. Good. All right, guys. So we're gonna get back on. Well, not that we're ever on track. Don't get me wrong. We're
What
never
is
on track.
track?
There is no tracks. Um, you per usual mental health check in. Yeah, mental health check in, and then we're just gonna talk.
Yes, ma'am.
That's about all we got. We're good. This is gonna work. This will work.
Yeah, it'll work. Don't worry.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Not that I don't care. I wouldn't care if I spent 2 hours and we're just talking, but
That's fair.
we're
Yeah.
we're trying to be productive. We're trying.
We'll try.
Alrighty. Per usual, I'll make you go first.
Oh
So
my god. Okay, so next week is gonna be fucking hell. Okay. I will get into this week, but let me get into next week really fucking quick. Monday, my dog has surgery to remove the cyst on her ear, and I am going to be bawling because that
yeah.
is my child.
Yes.
And anything can happen, and I'm scared.
Yeah.
Wednesday, my dad has a doctor's appointment that I didn't fucking know about, and my coworker Mike is taking the first half of the week off. So that's gonna be
Oh.
fun. Here comes the juicy part. The part that I'm
Ooh.
fucking dreading.
Mm-hmm.
On the 8th or the 9th, I am going to get a random fucking call from an HR person. Just a random call. They're not scheduling
Mm-hmm.
shit. To know the status of my job, if I'm moving positions or if I'm being let go.
Right.
So that's very fucking stressful because I haven't heard shit. Like, other people are moving teams. Like, people are working on site and shit, and it's like, okay, what about me?
Like
what,
what's
what,
what's
what am
going
I
on?
gonna do? I'm a good worker.
Right?
So it's super stressful.
Yeah. No doubt.
Um, I mean, I can't change it. There's nothing I can do. I've been mass applying everywhere, but everybody else is mass applying everywhere. So, and like,
Right.
it's not a small chunk of people. It's like
Right.
300 of our employees. So,
Right.
okay. So this week, my brother is fucking obnoxious. What's new? Nothing. Nothing is new. Nothing is new. When was the wedding? It was last Saturday, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
I already talked about it then. Yeah, I definitely already talked about it. um, so on Thursday, I was telling my coworker Mike that like the whole 8th and ninth thing, and he's like, call me, and I was like, I don't really want to call you. I don't want to like no. So he like starts talking to me, panicking. Like, where the fuck have you been, dude? Like, how do you not know what's going on? Well, I haven't been joining the town halls. Okay, that sounds like a personal fucking problem, dude. And you're kind of like,
Right?
if you get let go, like, it's kind of deserved.
Right?
And then, like, he basically called me cheap.
Oh,
So that's cool. He was
okay
like,
then.
he's like, I'm gonna be honest with you. You're cheap. They're not gonna hire me over you because you're cheap work. Like, okay, thank you. At least I do my shit. Like,
Like what?
okay, fuck you too. Can't
Like
wait for you
what?
not to be my coworker anymore. Let's be real.
Oh my God.
And then, today was my brother's girlfriend's last daughter's graduation, high school graduation party. And he kept asking me if I was coming. And it's like, no, dude. I don't know her. That sounds like a horrible time. I was like, no, I'm not gonna be there. Sorry, not sorry. Like, I'm good. Tomorrow, we have to go to dinner with Mike's whole fucking family because they're doing Crystal's birthday dinner that day, even though her birthday is not until the 12th. It's because everybody's in town. I don't know. And then we're gonna do it again next Saturday. But that's okay because I'm getting Ciganos and I love Ciganos. So
What is that?
hibachi.
Oh, that's what the okay.
Hmm.
Yeah. You're lucky.
Girl, when you come down, we need to go to Scanos.
Yeah.
I'm cereal. I'll pay. I'm super
Not the problem.
cereal.
I
Um,
know.
okay, that's it for like personal, like work life and personal life. I finished Quicksilver. Tell me why this book did not get like interesting until 50% through the book. It's 600 and something fucking pages, mind you. I
Right.
told you and everybody here that I was gonna DNF it. I didn't DNF it. And let me
No,
tell
you do
you,
not.
I am stubborn, okay? I when I said I was gonna DNF it, I was like 40 something percent through. So I'm like, dude, no. It's past the point. Like I gotta commit.
Yeah.
I'm gonna read the second book. Dude, because okay, so I'll get into like the premise and shit. It's actually really,
Hmm.
really cool. But and then I started the fourth book of The Kingdom of Crows.
Okay.
I only made it 7% ID enough that shit. So like her mom is a shapeshifter, so she can turn into like the serpent, even though it's a fucking narwhal pretty much, okay? The serpent, quote unquote, and then she can go into her human form. But she doesn't remember anything of her past. She can't speak their fucking language. So like it's like going back and forth between her perspective and Fallon's dad's perspective, and I hate it. It is so bad. It is so boring. There's like a whole scene where it's like in the mom's eyes of like something crazy was going on where like Lucan and like something I don't know. It was crazy, okay? Like there's some fucking plot points going on. And like I'm just reading in the eyes of like a bitch who doesn't understand what's going on. So I'm not understanding what's going on. Like obviously something's going on because like they're yelling and shit. It was stupid. I DNF'd it. Okay, fuck that. I'm over it. I started reading Kingdom of Blood and Salt. I think that's what it's called. It's on my TBR list, so hold on.
You're like, since it's there.
Yeah, Kingdom of Blood and Salt. It's like vampires and fae and stuff. So like
You know, classic.
I have a problem. What can I say?
Is it a problem?
No. Mike thinks
No.
it is, but no.
What if you know?
Okay, so what day was it? Was it Thursday?
Yeah.
Okay, so Thursday we're gonna talk, but I'm like, shit, I have to join Discord because like Mike wants to play Albion, so like it's just gonna be us two if you want to hop in. This motherfucker, okay? So I'm telling Autumn I'm excited for her to read Fourth Wing because it's on KU now.
Mhm.
And he starts going in about his own version of the first events, okay? And then I'm like, okay, listen, Fourth Wing is my Roman Empire. Let's switch the topic. Let's go into, you know what, do ACOTAR. So then he goes on like a 45-minute tangent about the first like 3 chapters of the book.
Yeah.
And he's listening to it actually. He's like, is there a way to listen to it on
To
like
not read.
2 times speed?
Oh my gosh.
So that was funny. Um, he says Tamlin didn't do anything wrong. Okay, Tamlin's the wrong person. Okay, like I'm sorry. Fuck Tamlin. Fuck Dane. Dane is not a good boy, like Mike says he is. Okay. 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 It's your turn. Let me stop.
Okay. Let's see. This week for work wise was absolute trash, other than the fact that like Monday through Friday is actually really nice after doing probably over a year of Tuesday through Saturdays. Um I let's see. I'm trying to think like there wasn't really anything that particularly happened throughout the week, I don't think, work wise,
Julie
other than
talking
the fact.
shit.
Oh yeah, Julie talked shit, but so you guys will remember Mariah from last summer. The one that I was buying food for constantly and then, wasn't getting paid back and it was a whole thing. Well, guess what? Good deeds come back to those who wait because she bought me Starbucks. So,
Oh,
yeah.
nice of her.
Yeah. Wouldn't take no for an answer. Anyways, she came back and she's only going to be back for like probably a month or two before she's going to basic training. She's joining the Air Force.
Oh no.
She's very
No.
happy about it. She also is with a
No.
military. She's dating a military man.
She needs to go into like the army. The Air Force is the worst.
Yeah, well,
At
I'm
least for females, it is.
yeah, it's not great, but I can't convince her anything else.
Like
So,
Shayla fucking hates her life.
right, you're like, well, ooh.
Anyway, continue.
But yeah, she's got like a man in the military. He's like freaking stationed in like freaking South Korea, some shit. But
I'm
what's that
sorry.
look?
PTSD from military.
Fair, fair, fair. But like I come back from a lunch and she's like, "Oh yeah, Julie's like talking shit saying like you do nothing and like all you do is write letters and read and you don't pay attention to self scans." And I was like, "Yeah, I'm not surprised that she talks shit the minute I'm out of earshot. Like that doesn't surprise me at all." And I was like, "What's even more funny is that she has two faces and neither one of them are very pretty right now cuz she is just up my ass. Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you for covering my lunches and my breaks and blah blah blah." And I'm like, "You're just lucky that I need this job."
My anger issues could never.
And it's getting really bad though because now that A is gone from the front, we are basically down to it's only me and Julie who know how to run self other than manager or key holders. And Mariah knows how, but isn't versed enough to handle the rushes we're still getting.
Got
So it's
you.
literally just me and Julie who know how to run self. Nobody else has been trained or refuses to do it, which I'm like, first of all, if it's part of your job description, you shouldn't be allowed to
To
refuse to
refuse,
do
yeah.
something. But that's how it works up in these little small hick towns. Whatever. But so that means like I've been missing breaks and lunches, and breaks and lunches are coming really late, like Friday, because my boss got called into like an unexpected like 45-minute meeting. Literally had no clue what was gonna happen. Just got a call over the intercom like, "Hey, come to the back office." She's like, that's not good." And she's like, "I'm either probably gonna get fired or talked to," because she's like, "I don't get called into the big boss's office."
Yeah, right.
He and then she wasn't seen for another like 45 minutes to an hour. Um, and I don't know what it was all about, but it wasn't good, whatever it was. I mean, she's not fired, she's still working, but so I was left to run basically the front end with Jennifer, but that meant skipping literally all of my breaks up until like I think noon is when I got my first one, and then I did manage to get my second one at I think 2:33. And then, of course, because this is just the way my life goes, um, I had to take the bus home on Friday. I got a notification at like 3:50 that it was near. So I'm panicking because there's literally no coverage. There is no coverage for self scan. And I go up to Kylie and I was like, "Hey, like my bus is near. I don't know what to do." And she's like, "Just make sure you tell Kim this time because last week when you just left, even though you told me, when I told her, she got very upset." I'm like, "Here's the thing. I can't wait around
Yeah.
for managers who are deciding to do everything except for manage. Because, like, here's the thing, if you choose to run a register as a manager to help out, sure, that's great. We love a proactive, like, manager, key holder, whatever. Love productive. However, if you put yourself in a position where I can't easily talk to you quickly, I'm going to leave.
Yeah, because
That's
you
my
can't
bus
fucking
home.
wait.
That's my ride home. I literally only had 3 or 4 minutes to spare before the bus came on Friday. So if I would have got held up an extra 2 or 3 minutes, I probably would have missed my bus. And I'm like, that's not acceptable.
No.
And here's the thing. Sadie told me literally like, "Oh, as long as you tell somebody who's in like management, you're doing like you leave." And I'm like, "Hmm." Yeah, like my manager has told me I have to do what I gotta do, so I'm gonna do what I gotta do.
Yeah.
Like
Her word is
plain and
law.
simple. Basically. Um, but other than like Julie and that, and the missing breaks, um, it's like a iffy with me and A right now. Like they're like obviously still transitioning with the whole like job switch, and I know they're going through a lot with that. And so I'm just kind of distancing myself right now because it's all okay. It's also dumb. Hear me out, but like my over imaginative crises center of my brain that's always on fire thinking something's wrong. So on Friday, I saw them briefly before I had to go home
Mhm.
because they got there at like 10 and then was obviously doing truck or whatever, did not come up front until like 3:30ish. So I was like, "Oh, hey, like I haven't seen you all day." And I like went to give them their usual hug and like kiss on the forehead, and they pulled away from me. And I was like, "Okay, like maybe you're just not feeling it today, but you could have like said something. Like I'm totally not gonna get my feelings hurt if you say, "Hey, just not today." Like I'm not
Yeah.
feeling touchy-feely. Like that's fine. Like I respect boundaries. I do. But I was like a little hurt, and I was like, "Okay, like I'm sure it's just nothing." And they have talked to me since, like literally on Friday and today. They even asked me like how my day was. But I'm just, like, gonna, like, just kinda keep my distance for a little while and only, like, you know, like, if they reach out, I'll talk, but yeah. I don't know.
No,
I'm just,
I would
like
have thought the same fucking thing. Like, okay.
yeah. And then there's, like, the little like, I've been writing them letters every day to try to make the transition to going back there easier, and I haven't got any replies, and, like, once again, like, it's there's gonna be people, I'm sure, that are like, "Well, you don't do nice things to get things reciprocated," but, like, the whole reason I wrote letters to them in the first place was because back in like April, May, that's what we were doing, was writing letters back and forth to each other, like on our breaks. And then they've stopped. So I don't know. I'm just like really, really, I'm just really, really tired of putting effort into relationships where there's not equal amount.
You can't see me, you guys, but I am fucking shaking my head. Cause yes.
And it's like, it's not, and I've said this a million times, it is not ever from a negative place. Like, here's the thing, if you cannot reciprocate the energy I give off, that is absolutely fine. I understand that I can give a lot of attention. Like, I'm not oblivious to the fact that I am like kind of hardcore with like when I want to be a part of your life, like I am very like unfortunately like very hardcore. Like,
I
here,
don't
let me
think that's
throw
an
everything I have
unfortunate
at you.
thing.
What?
I don't think that's an unfortunate thing.
I don't know. I feel like it's overwhelming to people. I think we live in a like a day and age when like we're so, and like this is going to sound probably anti mental health, I'm sure, but like we're so about like boundaries and like learning to have boundaries that like we forget that it's okay to like lean on people
Yeah.
and like, and it's like also people are trying to reconnect with like, oh, like back in the day, like people only talked to their friends or family like once a week, like before all this social media and technology. And there's a lot of people who are trying to like embrace like not being in constant contact with people. But here's the thing, like if it exists, why don't you take advantage of it? Because you romanticize back when people couldn't communicate constantly, when there was plenty of people who probably wanted constant communication
Yeah.
but couldn't have it.
It's
So like we're
also
like,
it's also the fact that like they were giving you that back, like the attention and stuff, you know what I
yeah,
mean? And then it just stopped
yeah,
abruptly.
yeah.
I didn't mean to cut you off, I'm sorry.
No, 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 it's fine. And that's kind of like I've been having this conversation with my mom about Dumpling because like we never see each other now because he's only scheduled for like 6 to 10 and I'm always out of that building by 5:30. And I only run into him like if he comes in to get something to eat or whatever. And I've literally not gotten a meme. I haven't gotten a text message. I have not gotten a TikTok, a Facebook message, an Instagram mention from him probably since I invited him over for my birthday.
Holy shit, I was afraid you were gonna fucking say that.
And like, it's not even to mention the fact that when he was here for my birthday, he asked like about his gifts for Christmas and his birthday on
Mm-hmm.
my birthday.
Yeah, that pissed
And
me
I was
off.
like, and it's like, once again, like, I'm going to reflect the effort that's given. I'm getting too old, guys. I'm getting too damn old to be,
I yelled at you when
yes,
you
you
gave
did.
me all my stuff from the past couple years. Like, it is your birthday, ma'am. Why am I opening gifts right now?
You did. But to be fair, I had not, I was so, I like presentation. I grew up in a family that like all of our Christmas presents were very nicely wrapped and
Mm-hmm.
like maybe not birthday gifts, but like Christmas, like always, everything was like very nicely wrapped or put in a box. Like nothing was just like under the like, there's so many people who just throw shit under the tree and it's like Merry Christmas. And it's like, no, like we put on a production. And I was so stuck in the mindset that even though we were long distance besties, like I could still do like wrapped presents. Like the reality is, like it's the thought that counts. We're too far distance and pricing for shipping is too damn high.
Especially if you want it wrapped.
Yeah,
It makes
and
no sense.
it's like I have given up on that, and it's like it's the thought that counts. it's the effort put behind it. That's fine. I'm still doing one last like package, but it's because it's going to involve things that I have to like create. I'm
I
giving you a
am
little hint.
so excited.
Um so like that it's like my last one, but yeah, like Christmas is all going to be like Amazon and Etsy and
Same.
whatever I can find online. It's like you're going to find packages on your front door, just go.
Just
Just
go
don't
grab
open them till
them.
Christmas.
Yeah, yeah.
Like I trust you.
Yeah, the envelope, I put a number 2 on it. It is
Okay.
on my shelf over there. I
All right.
have not opened it.
There's two. There's funny. It's because there's two gifts in there too.
Is oh, is there? Is that why
Yeah.
you put number 2 on it? Oh, wait, no, that's the
Well,
order we're
it's the
opening.
order.
Okay,
So
yeah, yeah.
some packages will have multiple things in them. It's just that it's the order that you have to open them.
I just realized it is August 3rd.
Yes.
It's Amy birthday month.
It is Amy birthday month. Yes.
Why did I think it was still July?
I don't know.
Oh, I'm so
Yeah,
dumb.
August 3rd.
Anyway, I'm sorry. Continue.
No, you're fine. You're fine. So like that front is just like a little frustrating. Um, just because, like I'm I'm just like too mentally exhausted to be fighting for friendships or even just like a companionship. Like I don't like we don't have to be up each other's asses. Like I have a best friend. I don't need 50 of them. This is not high school.
Right.
Like I have a best friend. It's already taken. Like it's fine. And I don't need any more. I just want other companions to chill with.
You know,
Like,
it's kind of funny because you're learning what I learned in 2020, in 2024.
yeah.
Like that fucking happened to me. Uh, Taylor, somebody I was like friends with 5 years ago. We stopped talking, and then randomly they messaged me, and we started talking again. And I'm like, in programming school now at this point. So I was working on shit and I had Guild Wars 2 open on the side, farming. Like it
Mhm.
was auto farming. I wasn't playing it, it was just open, right?
Yeah.
And they messaged me like complaining about me not wanting to play League with them and they can see that I'm playing Guild Wars 2 and blah blah blah. I'm like, look, dude, I don't got time for this. Fuck
Right.
you. And I blocked them. Like it's so stupid. It's such petty fucking shit. And it sucks
Yeah.
because like you have put so much into these relationships for so
Yeah.
fucking long.
Yeah.
And I love you, but I think the only reason why you're holding on to them is because they're the only two up there that you're like close with.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, that's true. But, like it's like I just have to go about it the way it's going. Like if you want to message me randomly, it's fine. It is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm
You're just not
like
gonna go out
that
of your way.
yeah, I'm very beyond that point at this point. Um but I had a really good day today, guys.
Yes, you did, which I was so
I did.
excited.
So now that I'm on Mondays through Fridays and my mom and brother get like 2 weekends off a month because of their position. Um we all had this weekend off. And so we went to Grand Rapids today. And also met up with Melissa, who's like my second mom. And I haven't seen her like other than briefly since 2022. Yeah, because she was supposed to hang out with us last year when we were down,
Mm-hmm.
but she was sick. So she didn't want to risk it with well, grandpa was still alive and everything. So she wasn't gonna like possibly expose us to whatever she had. And so I haven't seen her since 2022. Um, and it was really good seeing her. And we went, let's see, we went to the mall, the Woodside, Woodland, whatever, whatever, Wood
Whatever.
something, mall. And we went to Bath and Body Works because we always end up at Bath and Body Works.
It's because their
Um,
stuff smells
I
so good.
Yeah, I found this. Okay, so A actually has this like obsession with finding a milk scented perfume, which is apparently a very common thing to want to smell like is milk. I did not know this, but it's apparently a common thing. There was one that was called Milk. And I sprayed it. I was like, this isn't awful. But it kind of reminds me, and it sounds so bad, but like of hand soap.
That's fair.
And I was like, I'm not really going for that kind of vibe. I'm not really looking to smell like hand soap.
That's
Um,
so weird that people want to smell like hand soap.
yeah. And there was a honeycomb one. And I was like, oh, okay, like I like honey. Like I genuinely enjoy honey things. Yeah, not honey scented, because once again, it just smells like hand soap. And I was like, no,
No, thank you.
no, no. Um, but we got some hand sanitizers, and me and mom got a new um hand sanitizer holder. It's a little pumpkin spice latte
That's so cute.
because we have a patriotic like cupcake, which is from the last time we went to Grand Rapids for my birthday. We got that matching ones, and now this is our new matching one 2 freaking years later. Um, and then after we went to Bath and Body Works, we went to Barnes and Noble because, of course, I'm going to Barnes and Noble. Like, not getting manga this time. No, baby. Automatically we go in, and I was like, oh my god, it's buy one get one 50% off, and it's all like thrillers. And I was like, oh hell yeah. So I'm looking, and then Melissa got there, and I was like, oh my god, hi, and, hugs, whatever. um and then I was like, I have to go upstairs. And they're like, oh, okay. And I'm like, I'm gonna leave you two to, catch up. And escalators freak me out, guys. I just remember of that guy, that kid. Was it a kid or a grown adult? Anyway, he got sucked up. It was like in Taiwan. It
Yeah.
happened in like 2013. I've been afraid of them before that, but especially since then. So I'm like checking my shoes, and I'm making sure all my laces are tied, and I'm like, I'm going up the stairs. So I had every intention of buying both of the Crowns of Nyaxia. Actually, all three. I was ready, as long as they had them all in hardcover. They only had the second one in hardcover, and they didn't have Six Quartz Roses at all. And I was like, bitches.
That is a travesty.
But, and here's the thing, I had to show restraint. I was upstairs. They had no clue how long I was going to be. That bonus chapter was calling me real hard. And I was like skipping through it. And I was like, how many pages? There's like 15 freaking pages of this. I'm like, that would probably take me a good 20 minutes. Like, I shouldn't do that. And I didn't. I didn't. And I was like, I was good. Because I would have just plopped my ass on that ground and read that bonus chapter if I would have been by myself.
Next time I go to Walmart, I'm gonna see if they have it so I can read the bonus chapter. I'll just stand
I
in the aisle
know.
reading. I don't fucking
Yeah,
care. I
I
have no
know. I
shame.
know.
I'm holding out for those two beautiful, the ones I sent you.
Yeah.
Oh my god. I don't care how much they
Yeah.
are. Okay. I need.
Right. And then so I ended up with two books. Shit. I don't remember their names. One was like You'd Be Better as a Ghost or something along that lines.
Yeah, you'd look
And it's
better as a
basically,
ghost. I
yes, you'd
scrolled
look
up.
better as a ghost. Okay. And then the other one was uh don't remember that one either.
The only one left.
The only one left. The only one left is the same author as Middle of the Night that I'm reading with mom. And then the other one just sounded, it gives How Can I Help You vibes,
Yeah.
but without like a second POV. It's just one. And I was like, yes. Give me.
Give me.
Um And then we went to Cheesecake Factory for lunch. For like I've never been. It was my first time, and it wasn't really all that impressive, if I'm 100% honest.
I've never been,
It,
and I don't care to.
it just well, like we didn't even get cheesecake because like that like
That's not lunch.
nah,
Yeah.
that's not lunch. Um, I got chicken romano, which is basically like a fancy way of saying chicken parmesan, which was good. It wasn't mind blowing, but like it was fine.
I don't know
I
why
probably ate
everybody's
like a pound.
obsessed with it.
I don't know, but there's like a pound of pasta for a lunch size portion. Like, and
Jesus.
I ate it all. I was so hungry though. Just going going to town on like a pound of goddamn pasta.
It'd be like that sometimes.
Just like but I drank so much damn water today. I'm pretty sure I drank enough water to like fill like Michigan 3 times. It was so hot.
Yeah, it was.
It's so hot, guys. Oh my god. And then after Cheesecake Factory, we went to Crumble, which once again, never been. Now having it, it's pretty mediocre. They're good, but they're
What
mediocre.
what kind did you get?
Whatever the weekly six was, which was milk chocolate chip cookie, a cinnamon, like almost like a cinnamon toast crunch. I think it's like cinnamon churro, whatever. Chocolate sandwich cookie, the cookies and cream cheesecake, the strawberry shortcake cookie, and then what was the last one that we got? Oh, the patriotic fruit pizza.
Their lemon cookie
Oh, I love lemon.
is fucking chef's kiss.
I'll
Other
have
than
to
that, I
keep
don't
an
care
eye.
for any of the other ones. Like Mike's mom's obsessed with that place, and every time they get
Yeah.
cookies, like we have to try them. Apparently, no, the lemon one is so good.
I'll have to wait for that, but yeah. It's like they're good. Don't get me wrong, they're like good, but they're not like mind-blowingly so.
No,
And if I'm paying that much for 6 cookies, they better be something new.
nope, they're mediocre.
They're not. Um and then we went to Horrocks, which is like this giant like specialty store. It's like if Nino Savalio's was less focused on Italian stuff and like just a grocery store.
Hmm.
Those of you who don't know what Nino Savalio's is, it's a like Italian focused marketplace that has multiple locations in Metro Detroit. I think they have like 4 now.
Yeah.
Um, it's one of my favorite places in the world. I go every October because it was what me, mom, and dad used to do on New Year's Eve for New Year's Eve snacks. Um, and when he passed, we just kept doing it as part of the tradition. Instead of New Year's Eve, we just do it on his either his birthday or his death anniversary. We love that place. I love that place. Um, but Horrocks is like a little bit like it's like a Mod Podge. Like it has clothes, it has jewelry, it has cards, it has a huge floral department,
Hmm.
it has like handmade truffles and candies and um beverages, and they have a beer garden, and they have like a huge nursery and like a greenhouse. It's like everything in one. And I was like, hallelujah. It has gelato. They had gelato, which
Ew,
I
I
love
love
gelato.
gelato.
I got matcha, which I don't know when it became a matcha girly, but apparently I'm a matcha girly now. I got matcha, Cody got vanilla, and I think Faith got chocolate. Because we only met up with Faith and Cody because he dropped us off at me and mom off at the mall to meet up with Melissa because it was Faith and his second anniversary.
Hmm.
So um he dropped us off at the mall and was like, okay, go.
Bye.
And then we met up with them at Horrocks. Um Only because we barely missed them at the mall. Like literally within minutes of each other, we missed them.
I love it.
Yeah, it was funny. Um and after Horrocks, like we basically went to drop off Faith at her place. and then split ways with Melissa, and me, mom, and Cody came home. Um, and then we watched Beetlejuice, but like I fell asleep. So I only watched the first half of Beetlejuice.
It'd be like that.
They swear we watched as a kid. I don't remember anything about that movie. Cause like we watched this as kids. I'm like, bitch, if we did, I did not pay attention.
I don't remember.
Just the same thing like with Twister. He swears we watched Twister many times in our childhood, which tracks because that was dad's kind of movie. But I don't remember a single thing about that movie. Not a single thing. Which is gonna be our next watch is Twister, because he's like, we watched this and you're gonna watch it and you're gonna be like, he's like, you don't remember the flying cows? It's like, no, I don't remember flying cows.
I think I remember flying cows.
Yeah. But yeah. So like today was really good. Tomorrow we're planning, I think, to go to the library. Mostly because we have books that we need to return. Um, and then it's back to the workflow, friends, because I'm now the 7 to 3 solely, except for Monday. I'm 8 to 4 on Monday, and I feel like that's a mercy on Sadie's part because she's like, this bitch is probably gonna be partying hard because she hasn't had a weekend off, and
Right?
like we're not gonna make her jump from Sunday straight to 7. Which 7 isn't that bad, really. Like my body remembers doing that when I was working in HBC,
Yeah.
but also like waking up at 5 in the morning.
Ew.
It makes me want to kill myself just a little.
God, I don't miss that.
Ugh. I shouldn't complain because like I am going to be getting out so early, and like especially during the winter, that's going to mean I actually see the daylight.
True.
Unlike what I have the last few years, which is I arrive in the dark and I leave in the dark.
True.
Like a vampire.
Yeah, vampire.
But yeah, I've been struggling to get reading this week, guys. It has been a very hard work week. Yeah, work week as well, but reading week. I am literally only at got my Kindle. I got my Kindle, guys. You can't see, but I got my
Yeah,
Kindle.
Kindle. Mine's never
It's
too
always
far.
here.
Yeah, mine's never too far from me.
Just never. I took her to Grand Rapids with me.
Yeah, I love you for that.
I pull it out of my bag at Cheesecake Factory to show Melissa to prove that it's in my backpack. Like, it's huge, and I'm like, yeah, that's what everyone said.
It is. I need to, for Christmas, I'm gonna get you at least a purse size one. Shit. One for your
You don't
purse.
have to get me. You don't have to get me another Kindle.
Shut the fuck up.
I'm,
Don't
I'm
tell
only
me
at
what to do.
37% in Heart of Silk and Shadow. Um, which is not for lack of loving it. Let me be very, very clear. Because I am highlighting like a madman again. It's been a long time.
Oh my god. I'm shocked nobody highlighted this line. Shit, hold on.
Oh, please, please.
What page am I on? 50? Okay. 1 second. Blah, 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 blah.
Blup, blup, blup.
Okay. So it's like we don't know his name, okay?
Uh-huh.
But he's the ambassador to the Fae people. And her
Uh-huh.
father, the king, her name's Ava. But
Uh-huh.
he's like, you need to keep him very happy, right? And she's like, are you fucking serious? Why? So she runs into him and she's like, let's clear one thing up right now. I am not going to fuck you. And he's laughing, right? And he's like, oh, princess, you misunderstand my advances. And she opens her mouth to apologize. But he's like, I won't touch you until you're begging me to. And when you do, I'm going to break you down completely before I put you back together. No one highlighted that.
Who? These people are weak.
I am literally the first person to highlight this.
Oh my god.
Like, seriously,
Yeah.
it's just me.
Yeah.
What is wrong with people?
Weak. They're weak.
They are weak. Okay, I got back to page 50. Like, what the fuck, dude?
Weak. They're weak.
I'm like, ooh, okay. When do I find out his name?
Right? You're like, wait, how late in the game is this name gonna reveal?
Like, what is his name? He's just a stranger to her. Okay.
I'm a stranger. So yeah, I actually got what page am I on? Yeah. Ah. Okay, stop. I also am never going to go away from pink highlight. That's my only thing I use. Oh, I'm on page 78. So chapter 7 is what I left on. Yeah. No, I love it so much. I love them. I saw a freaking okay. This is when you got too far into fandoms. When I'm going through Bath and Body Works, just mind my own business, I see a snake candle holder. I'm like, I don't need that. I don't need it. Pick it up. Oh, it's heavy. It's kind of nice quality. I don't need it. Look at the price. $38. Nope, don't need it. She's pretty though. I really need her. I didn't leave. I did not leave with it, but I should have got it.
It
I'm
was
like,
really pretty.
everything's gonna be snakes and swords. I'm gonna have like a freaking violent ass room at the end of this end of my existence.
Oh,
Yeah.
I found a mana potion I want tattooed
Oh,
on me, and I asked Alyssa how long it would take her, and she's like, if it's gonna be that big, it's gonna take me the whole 6 hours. And I'm like, it doesn't have to be that big.
like it doesn't have to be.
It's so pretty.
Yeah.
I sent it.
Okay. Let's see. How do I go back? Here, here, scoop. Oh, that is pretty.
Isn't it? I was like, ah, I love it.
Oh, it's so pretty.
I even told her, I was like, we don't have to do this exact one. Like, we can do
Uh,
it in your style, but like, I like the aesthetic of it.
Yeah, no, I like that. That's really pretty.
Yeah.
That's really pretty.
I'm
Um,
excited.
I also like, okay, you guys obviously can't see, but I keep getting so many compliments on how bright the tattoo still is. Like
I know,
constantly.
it is still so bright. There's this
Like,
one spot for me, but it's just my skin. Like, I'm just a dry
yeah.
person. Yours, yours is so much more fucking bright than mine.
I'm just pale as shit. That's the problem.
True.
I'm so pale.
We have different undertones too.
Yeah. Yeah, we do. But yeah, I got a compliment from the Bath and Body Works. They're like, it's so bright. When did you get it? And I'm like, May, end of May. And they're like, I would have sworn it's like only a couple days old. And I'm like, okay, well, I'll
Do
take
you don't know
it.
how tattoos work?
Okay.
I'll take
Um,
it.
but yeah. Cody was talking about piercings all day, and I don't know if he is like because okay, mom's wanted like a stud for
Yeah.
like years. But she chickens out because she's like, I would probably be driven insane by having something in my nose. And I was like, Cody's had it for like one for like shit, like probably almost a decade now. I think he got it in like 16, so like just under. And like he's been sick. He's literally like he's messed with it. I mean, I've accidentally hurt him like several times throughout the years to the point where he wanted to pummel my ass because I accidentally yanked on it. He swung at me, okay?
Right? Like defense shit.
Like not abusive guys, just like play fighting, and then I accidentally took it too far and smacked him upside the nose. Um and I'm like, he barely ever complains about it. Like, he complains once in a while, but like, it's nothing serious. And she's like, I could just like super glue a rhinestone onto and I'm like, okay, whatever you
Isn't
want
that
to do,
gonna
woman.
be worse?
I was like, whatever,
I
woman.
also don't feel mine.
Yeah.
So, unless like, because I'm wearing a hoop, unless the
Right.
like opening gets stuck in the hole, then
Yeah.
it's like fuck me. But
Right. Right.
other than that, I don't feel
And
it.
yeah. And like I was like maybe I want to do some other kind of ear cuz I have the like bottom and the upper like the second lobe, but I can't do the third anymore cuz it got keloids. Note to self 22-year-old me, don't get your piercings done at Walmart and you won't have that problem. You live, you learn. Um but yeah, and plus like the first ones were when I was a baby.
Mhm.
I'm had them when I was a baby. It was the 90s, guys. Don't I know that's like really controversial now, like having your baby's ears pierced.
It was a thing.
Um, that was a thing in the 90s. There were people who did like weeks old. My mom waited until it was like 6 months. Like let's not like there's people who literally like they get the baby out of the hospital and they do it. Like
Yeah.
the frick? Like they're still new to the world. God damn, like give them a break.
No, they're cattle. You gotta tag them immediately.
Right? And then the second one is actually so that was also Walmart. That was 17-year-old me. Um so they're like wonky. They're like too close to the bottom, but I still wear them occasionally, both. Like yeah, I don't know. I was like I think a nose piercing would be kind of cool. And Cody's like okay. And I was like, yeah, that would be kind of cool. He was like, okay, badass. And I was like, yeah, I am. Thank you. Shut up. Like,
Let me get what I want. Fuck.
yeah,
Okay.
let me live. Just let me live. Come on. I've spent most of my life not living. Let me just live a little bit. That's like my week. Work sucks. That's life. Finances suck. That's life. Shouldn't have been buying shit, but I
Girl,
bought shit.
you're talking to somebody that literally had to borrow $50 from you because I was so broke.
It's fine. I would do it anytime. Just not this week because I'm
I
sorry,
don't
but
know. I'm good. I'm
um
good now.
yeah. I'm gonna have to figure out a way to get a computer charger.
Oh no, I'm going to Amazon.
Don't you dare.
Oh
I swear to God.
no.
I'm gonna beat your ass.
Oh no.
Oh no, it's scrolling
Oh
without me.
no. Oh no. What is going on?
AI is taking
Oh.
over.
$9. Oh shit. Okay. They got a cute little robot.
What a cute little
They
robot.
got a cute little robot. Let me make sure there is Samsung on this. There are a lot. Yes, okay. Let me look at the reviews. Oh no, what is happening? My computer has a mind of itself. Oh, everybody likes it. Oh, okay. Oh no, it's in my cart.
Oh no.
Oh no! I'm hitting proceed to checkout.
The eyes, they're out of
Yeah, it's
control.
crazy right now. Oh, I'm switching to your address. Oh shit. Oh no,
The worst,
it'll be there on Wednesday.
worst thing I ever did was give you my address.
Yeah. It'll be there on Wednesday.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Um, yeah. So, work sucks. Life's okay. I'm, trucking along life-wise. I wish someone would just kind of like collectively find a way to bippity boppity boo all the shit in my house gone. But other than that, like, fine. Everything's fine. Um, Also, I would like to stop needing naps, but that's probably going to be the new norm again.
Say, I have literally napped every day last week. During work, mind you. Okay. I'm like, I'm just gonna lay here. I'm just gonna lay here and read a little bit. I have my phone on me. Don't worry, I can hear if they message me. Fucking I wake up 4. It's 4. I'm like, oh fuck.
God. That's what happened. That's what happened when we were watching Beetlejuice tonight, though. Like, I dozed off. I remember Cody going downstairs to go to bed. I went and not crawl. I didn't literally crawl. I did stand up and walk, but I went over to the other couch, like literally laid across the entire couch like a freaking, I don't even know, like an infant. Like it just splayed out like a child, and just passed out. And I wake up at like 10:30 to mom being like, it's 10:30. I was like, oh well, it's time to get my 15 minutes of reading and then set up for.
It's okay. I literally at 10:30 I took a shower. Like I'm like, okay, I gotta
So
take a
like,
shower.
yeah, we're doing great.
What is our lives?
I don't know. Didn't expect 32 to look like this.
I have 23 more days.
Yep, you do.
Oh my
I
god.
had
Go ahead.
no, no, I was just thinking. No, I was just thinking out loud. Go.
Mother motherfucking Mike, okay. He's like, what did I get you for your birthday? I was like, my birthday's not until the end of the month. He's like, yeah, but what did I get you? I was like, nothing yet. He's like, what do you want? I was like, I don't know. I need to think about it. He's like, just fucking buy yourself something. We share the bank account. It's not like it fucking matters. Just buy yourself a gift. I'm like, okay. Jesus.
Why are we so upset?
Yeah, he was like fucking angry about it. Like, I haven't thought about it. I thought we were gonna go in on the whole 6-hour tattoo thing. Like,
Right? Like,
I mean, I guess it's fine.
I was like, whatever. I don't know how you wear sweatshirts year round. I don't know how
I
you do.
do. I don't know. It's weird. I do. And it's like so fucking hot out. Like yesterday was so humid, and here I am wearing a fucking Fourth Wing sweater, going into fucking Walmart.
Literally
I need to buy more
do an
t-shirts.
emergency. Yes, you do.
That's my
I need to get you
problem.
some t-shirts, maybe.
That's my problem. I need t-shirts. Well, like
I
my violet uh the violet little thing shirt that I have shrunk already
mhm. um
because somebody
get
put it
that.
in the dryer. Like,
How dare.
I know. But yeah, I need to just go on Etsy and find a bunch of fucking shirts.
Yeah. But oh my God, no, because I was literally thinking that the other day, because I'm like, I'm wearing leggings, like knee, ankle, whatever, they're ankle on me, knee on normal tall people, leggings and like a t-shirt, and I'm dying. And I'm like, how the fuck does Amy run around in her goddamn sweaters all fucking year round?
I
Like,
do. Even
like
when
there's
I was up there, I'm wearing
always,
fucking sweaters.
I'm just like, what the fuck is wrong with her?
It's so funny because Mike's mom was asking me. She's like, I never know what to get you for your birthday. Because, like, you wear sweaters. And your birthday's in August.
Okay.
I was like, I don't know. Just give me some fucking,
You're like,
like, gym shorts. I don't fucking know.
you're like, I'm built different.
Like, I'm always in a sweatshirt and shorts.
Yes.
It's a problem.
Including wintertime, mind you. Sometimes the shorts come out during the winter, and then I'm even more concerned about you.
I don't know what's wrong with me, okay?
Fine. It's
Like right
fine. You
now in
can't
my
help it.
office, it is hot because I have two PCs on
Right.
and my door's closed. So I'm like kind of like sweaty a little, but it's okay. I'm not taking it off. It's fine. I'm fine. We're fine.
You're fine. You're fine.
Everything's fine.
Everything is fine.
I keep touching my
Um,
fucking hair. I need to stop.
We are thinking about getting our hair done in town tomorrow, but it would only be at Great Cuts, and I'm really sick of frickin' not having a stylist. Not
I'm
that Supercuts can't do
so
good.
envious of your hair.
Stuff. I don't. It's so much.
It's so long. And then I have a mental goddamn breakdown, cut all my hair off. And this is as much as it's fucking grown. In the past, when did I do that? February?
February.
What is wrong with my hair?
Some people just don't grow hair fast.
That's me, yeah.
Like this is. I think this is 2 years grown out because I think 2022 is when I got cut to like here. So all of that.
Yeah. Like I really miss the brown and blonde hair I had.
Oh, I loved that. Yeah.
And I messaged Liv who did it. I'm like,
Uh-huh.
hey, how much does your salon charge for tape-in hair extensions? And she's like, I don't know. Like, I can send you Haley's information. So I messaged Haley. She never got back to me because I was like, I
Mm.
kind of want to do the hair again, but my hair's too fucking short to do it. It's not.
Right.
It would look okay if I did it,
Right.
but I think it's too short. So, like, I don't know. I'm just existing now because I lost my job almost. So, like, I shouldn't be spending $200 on my hair.
I feel you. But yeah, I don't know. Like I know that once fall gets here, like I won't be as like absolutely like sensory nightmare about it.
Yeah.
But also like once it gets this long, it's just like I can't do anything. Okay, to be fair, guys, I can't do anything with my hair. It's not just a skill issue. It's also like my hair does not want to hold any sort of texture.
Just,
Nothing.
just have it up
Curls,
in a
waves.
messy bun.
I always have it up in a messy bun. Actually, no, I have it in a school teacher bun at
Yeah,
work.
no. Wear a messy bun. And put it on the top of your head like this.
Yeah, just like all
Like
right here.
this. And then just, like, wrap it around a bunch of times. There you go. Look at that. That looks terrible, but it would look better on your head. Because I have
Yeah,
to I have to
sure.
put like 17 fucking bobby pins in my head to put it up because the
It
back.
right now the way you have it, it's giving like Mennonite
Hold on. I can't
woman.
do it again. There we go.
It's giving sister wife.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, I'm gonna vent
Um
about Quicksilver really
yes,
quick. Okay.
absolutely. Absolutely.
One, Holly Honey. Can we not name the main character fucking Kingfisher? Okay, like I did learn that that's not his birth name. The only person that knows his birth name is his mother, and she is dead. So
Mm.
it's like a sacred thing, I guess. Um,
Mhm.
so we follow. Why can't I remember her name right now? Jesus. Saris. Wow, that took me a second. We follow Saris. She lives in the human realm because she's a human. She lives in the
Mhm.
third ward, which is like super poverty. Like they get water rations per day, and people like kill each other for their water rations, and like they're starving. So
Yeah.
she works in a forge. Um,
Mhm.
and it starts off with her stealing things and then getting caught by the queen's guards. And then she steals one of their golden gauntlets, thinking like nothing bad's gonna happen. I'm gonna sell this. Uh
Nothing bad can happen.
so she goes into a bar and we meet Karen. Okay, his name it starts with this. It's not like it starts with a C, but his name is Karen. Okay,
Uh-huh.
This man she fucked once. Okay, that's what they talk. She's like, okay, it was like the best fuck ever, but like he's kind of a fucking douchebag. And he has a gambling problem. And he keeps beating up my brother because my brother has a gambling problem. Okay. Which we're talking about poor people who can barely afford fucking anything.
Right.
So she goes into the bar to yell at him. And he's pretty much like, just have a drink with me. Just have, just have a drink with me. And she's like, no.
No.
He finds out about the gauntlet and he's like, what the fuck? Get that the fuck out of the third ward because people are gonna know you have it and it's gonna cause problems. And she's like, okay.
Fine.
So she gives her bag to Hayden with the gauntlet in it. And she's going to talk to somebody. And then, like, when she comes back, oh, he's fucking gone. Go figure. So she's running around to try to find him. And she finds him. But she found the fucking Royal Army as well.
Oh.
And, like, they're, like, saying they're gonna kill him, like, on the spot. And she's like, I did it. That's mine. And Hayden's like, no, she didn't. It's mine. So she's like, shut the fuck up. Like, I stole it. So they take her to the kingdom. And the queen's talking to her. And is like, I'm gonna kill everybody you love. Fuck you. And she's like, the fuck you are. So she ends up fighting the general. And she steals a sword from like a dais. I don't know why it was up there, but she steals it and she like goes to kill him, but he guts her, so she's like dying right now. And then like some guy comes out of like the Quicksilver, which is like a portal. He comes out and saves her life and then like takes her back with him, and I guess he's been missing for like 140 fucking years or some shit. So it's like kind of crazy that he's back, but he brings this human bitch. And he's like, I don't know why she was able to wield the sword. She shouldn't have been able to, blah, blah, blah. Well, it turns out he's Fae. Okay, obviously. So she wakes up in this fucking area and she's like, where the fuck am I? Who the fuck are you? Like, she's like so mind boggled that there is a fucking glass of water and like a pitcher of water, and she's like, are you gonna make me pay for this? So
like maybe.
So she goes before the Fae King and he's like, you're gonna help me reopen all the Quicksilvers because they were closed by the fucking queen bitch of the human realm. And she's like, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. I don't know what happened. I don't know who of death fucking came out of this portal. I don't know, dude. So she pretty much works with Kingfisher. Oh, wait. Okay. So Kingfisher comes out because he's also talking to the king, but he's like animalistic. Okay. He's like on his hands and knees growling and shit. And Ren, who is the general for that king, is like, dude, he needs this fucking necklace. Let him put it on. And as soon as he puts it on, he's fine. So when he was younger, he was gonna die. And he fell into Quicksilver, and then Quicksilver is inside of him now. So like when you don't travel through the portals without relics, the Quicksilver like makes you crazy. Like it fucks with your mind and shit. Now he permanently has that living in him. So he needed the relic, but he gave the relic to her because she was gonna die.
Right.
So anyway, it turns out that she is an artificer who can like control like metal and shit. So they need her to make relics so they can go into the fucking Quicksilver with the army. Okay. Sure. So she's in like this fucking forge dealing with goddamn Kingfisher. They fucking hate each other. Well, not really. He doesn't really hate her, but you know, he's just playing the game. Um and she fucking hates this man. She's like, I need to get fucking back home. My brother's gonna die. Like, I need to fucking leave. He's like, oh my fucking god, shut up. He's like, let's make a fucking bargain. You are going to help me make these relics until there's enough to like fucking get what we need done, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I will go get your brother. I'm like, okay, she's like, cool, yeah, sweet, let's do it. So she's like, do you have anything of his? She's like, no, I don't.
No.
No. He's like, well, I have your blood. It's fine. It's fucking, it'll be fine. Oh, yeah. She found a fox. And now they're friends. She has a fox friend. His name is Onyx. He's really cute. Okay. So she's waiting for Fisher to get back through this fucking portal. Guess who he fucking brings? It's not Hayden. It's fucking Karen. And she's like, what the fuck? He's like, I don't know. He said he was Hayden, and your blood brought me to him. So my side of the bargain's done. And she's like, the fuck it is. And he's like, all right, then we're gonna leave him. And she's like, you can't fucking leave him here. So he's like, okay, we're leaving. And she's like, the fuck we are. He's like, yeah, no, we're leaving.
Yeah, no, we're gone.
So they leave.
Leave.
And Karen's literally passed out, tied to the back of a fucking horse. Okay. At first, I didn't like Karen. All right. After a while, he grew on me. He kind of reminds me of Taryn a little bit.
Love Taryn.
So
I do.
they meet up with Ren. They portal to Fisher's home. And all the relics she needs to make. She needs to make 15,000 relics. She's
Well,
like,
damn.
this is gonna take my whole life. One, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. I don't know. I keep having fucking failed experiments. I don't know what I'm doing. So, meanwhile, Karen's missing a boot. And he walks into Cirrus's room and is like, where the fuck's my boot? She's like, do you not even care where you are? He's like, not really. She's like, we're with Faye. He's like, yeah, I kind of figured. She's like, why are you not freaking out right now?
I want my boot.
He's like, look, I want my boot. Okay. And so
that's the only thing that matters.
While Cirrus is in the forge, Fisher... You find this out later, okay? But Fisher goes to Karen, gives him a pair of boots. He said he will give him this pair of boots if he takes a fucking bath. Like, okay, I'll do it. But there's like elementals and stuff, so there's like water sprites. The water sprites were very, 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 very... They were paying very close attention to his dick, okay? And he's like, it's kind of weird, but whatever. It turns out the reason why Fisher got him is because he still had Cirrus's scent on him from when they had sex months ago. And Fisher's like, you fucking reek. He like hates the fact that this man smells like her, okay? He also gets really pissed off because they're sharing food. But anyway, so Fisher finally shows up at the war camp. And it's like, oh, hey guys, I'm Biak. And one bitch is like, you're a fucking traitor. Where the fuck have you been? I'm gonna kill you. And Cirrus is like, stop. She like yells, stop. And then like, the girl's sword goes shattering.
Damn.
So now she is even more pissed off because that was an ancient like family relic. She just fucking exploded. So Fisher and Cirrus fuck. It's kind of it's like they're having a conversation, like a dinner conversation. She's like, you just need to fucking trust me. And like as she's saying that, he like just attacks her, like just kisses her and shit. Um but yeah, so they have sex. Turns out his mother was a seer, and before she died, she wrote a book for Fisher saying that your true mate is going to come randomly. Like she like describes her and shit. Guess what? It's Saris. Okay, so when they're fucking, Fisher has tattoos all over him. They're starting to transfer onto her, which is kind of weird. She's like, what the fuck is going on? Turns out they're mating fucking marks, and this true mating bond doesn't exist anymore. Like, so it's like crazy, okay?
Uh-huh.
So she's like, what the fuck is this? And he's like, just kidding. I'm just gonna hide it from you. You don't have to worry about that. And she's like, okay. And then she talks to the healer, and she has the marks on her hands, and she's like, what is that? What is that? They're so pretty. What are they? And she explains that like her and her mate got them tattooed on her, and she's like, excuse me? They'll just like show up. She's like, no, not anymore. Anytime like a true like bond happens, one of them die. And she's like, okay, great. Lovely.
Love that.
I love that for me. So
Yay.
so she's about to go confront Fisher. Oh, guess what? Vampires start fucking attacking the base. So they have to like set that aside for a second. It turns out the Vampire King is obsessed with Fisher. Like he wants him for himself. So that's the thing. Fisher was locked away for the last 130 years in a labyrinth in the Vampire King's palace or whatever, constantly fighting monsters and trying not to die. So that was the thing. That's where he was. And he couldn't really tell them that because he made a bargain. Hi baby, I love you. Okay, anyway, sorry. So it turns out that Fays originally were vampires. So like they had a curse where they had to drink human blood to sustain themselves, but like they found the cure for it, and like certain ones said, fuck no, I want to keep this, and the other ones were like, okay, I don't want to deal with that anymore. So they have like sharp teeth and shit. So this fucking man. So Sarah's pretty much like fucking yells at Fisher for like taking that away from her, like the option to accept the mating bond, and like didn't fucking tell her about it and like all this shit. He accepted it, but she didn't yet. So they spent one last night, like, you know, fucking. And then she wakes up in the morning because like the plan is to go to the Vampire Kings because he has Fisher's sister, so they're trying to get her back. So Saris was supposed to go with him. Oops. Before that, she fixed the bitch's sword. Oh yeah, to make relics, you just gotta ask nicely to the Quicksilver. Some of them want secrets, some of them want songs and shit. Okay, like it's a bargaining thing. You just gotta ask politely.
Hey, that doesn't seem that hard.
Yeah, so she made a sword for the girl that she broke the sword, but Karen touches the sword and ends up cutting himself, and then that sword is now his. It like claimed him, so then she's like, sorry, not your sword. So anyway, she's supposed to go. He names the sword Simon. Okay, listen. Fucking Simon. Fisher's is named like Nyaxenon or some fucking crazy shit, and his name's Simon. So
Simon shall kill you now.
like what the fuck? Okay, well, so Saris and Karen are supposed to go with Fisher to go get his sister back. Well, she wakes up in the morning to a note And he's like, I already left. I'm gonna kill myself. Okay, bye. Because he's dying anyway, right?
Right.
And she's like, oh, fuck no. So Elaine, not Elaine, what is her name? Her name's Lane. It's like something else too. But Lane drops through a portal. Like literally falls from the fucking ceiling. And they're like, fuck, okay, this portal's up there. We gotta like fucking jump up in that bitch to go save him. So she saves them. Well, she doesn't save him, okay? The kind of saves him. So it turns out the Vampire King, the Fae King, and the Human Queen are all in cahoots. So, like, there's no war. And
Hmm.
the Fae King's been sending people to fight the vampires to feed the vampires.
Mm.
So, like, okay. Anyway, they end up killing the general that like attacked her in the first place at the human palace. And then I'm so sorry, I'm talking so fucking much. I'm almost done, I swear.
No.
And then there's like this whole bargain that Fisher can be fucking completely free of this if this coin touches the ground. Because it never touched the ground, so they hid it in the spider. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Saris gets it from the fucking spider corpse, drops it on the ground, and the vampire guy's like super pissed. Oh yeah, it turns out, so Karen's like talking mad shit in the throne room to the king, the vampire king, okay? And then he bites him. And he's like repulsed by Karen's blood. And he's like, I'm sorry. You didn't let me finish introducing myself. It turns out he is the last living descendant of the people who created the curse, who vampires are not allowed to drink from.
Ooh.
So he's Fae, by the way, not human. He was just masked as human. There's a whole fucking backstory about that. But anyway, she's pissed because he's tell her that he's Fae. So she ends up killing the Vampire King, like beheading him after she breaks Kingfisher's curse. Well, she's dying again. Go figure. It's a gut wound again. And the vampire prince is like talking to Fisher. So she's dying. And he's the only one that can turn her. So he turns her into a vampire, but just kidding. She's not just a vampire. She is now part vampire, part fae. And like she goes into the Quicksilver. She gets like yeeted into the, like pulled into the Quicksilver. And like she's talking to the gods. And they're like, listen, we tried to keep you the fuck away from each other. You were supposed to be born fae. But obviously the fucking fates wanted you guys together. If you want to save him, we can't interfere. Like, whatever happens, happens. She's like, okay. So she wakes up and it ends with her having a coronation in 3 days because whoever kills the Vampire King, because he didn't have like an heir or anything,
Yeah.
that the killer becomes the ruler, and she's like, the fuck. And yeah, so I'm definitely gonna read the second book.
That actually doesn't sound half bad. It is on KU now.
Yeah, it's on KU.
Yeah.
Like I said, I am going to tell you the first 50% is kind of boring.
It's gonna be another like I have to like wait to read it because I can't do slow right now.
Yeah, you're definitely gonna have to wait to read it.
I'm trying real hard to do reading.
Yeah, just wait. It's 600 fucking pages.
Yeah, like
But yeah, so I agree with everybody who said to read it because yes.
I only have two spaces left in my KU right now. I'm at 18 titles.
What's mine at? It sucks because I share mine.
Yeah.
So I didn't buy Quicksilver. I should. Oh yeah, I'm returning that book. Fuck that book. Oh, okay. So I am using 9. That's not bad.
I have, okay, let's see. So I have both of the God Kissed Bride, both of the Crowns of Nyaxia, because I bought 6 Scorch Roses.
Yes.
I have the first of the Everflame Quadrant or whatever it is. I have the 3 books of the Gods and Monsters, Heartless Hunter, both of the Shepherd King duology, Slaying the Vampire Conqueror, 3 of the Fey Isles. 'Cause I bought Court of Blood and Bindings. Then Fourth Wing, Hidden Pictures, and now Quicksilver.
All right. Remove of God and Monsters.
Okay.
That'll save 3 spots. I've read better since. I'm not saying the book's bad. I'm still gonna read the. I'm gonna wait until it's like a fully done.
Yeah,
But yeah, you can remove those right now.
I will do that.
So then you can have 3 spaces. And technically, you don't have to read One Dark Window on your Kindle. You have the
And
physical
I own
books.
I own the physical books. I know. I know.
You're so silly.
And
It's
it's
because
not
you
like
want to
I'm not
highlight.
reading. Yeah, that's the problem. I highlight so much. I can't get through a book anymore without highlighting.
I don't think
Even
that's a
like
problem.
even with the one I'm reading with mom, there's like some, not a ton, because like I'm gonna be 100% honest, thrillers, mysteries, they do have good passages every now and then, but they're not trying to pull at your heartstrings most of the time. They're trying to give you a
True.
heart attack is what they're doing, but
Very true.
no, because I'll tell you a little bit, okay, about the middle of the night. Well, I always say the middle of the night. It's just middle of the night. I add whatever possessive nouns or whatever the fuck that is. I think that's possessive noun is what the is. Possessive noun, I think. Anyways, literature shit aside. Um so we're getting like into the meat and potatoes of what like is went on right before his friend went missing. And so you learn, see, I had a very good inkling that Russ's brother Johnny died of an overdose a year before the events of the summer where the boy is kidnapped, right?
Yeah.
His older brother had an overdose. And him and his friend Rashid um were like really close. And I was like, "Oh, Johnny's gay. That's probably why."
Ah.
He Yeah, they had a kiss, and it was literally like not even, I think he said 3 months later that Johnny killed himself, is how they described him overdosing, is like he wanted to die.
Oh no.
Because Rashid kind of freaks out, obviously. This is like set in the 80s or early 90s, guys. Like he freaks out. Um and then he realizes that maybe he also had feelings for Johnny too. Um and so that one's a little tragic, but Rashid's an asshole. Here's the thing, I'm not gonna lie to you. Rashid's an absolute asshole. He is a bully, like, because in the past, when we're examining the past, he's an asshole to these kids. These like 4 10-year-olds are just kids. It's not their fault that they're annoying little shits. They're 10 years old.
Yeah.
You are literally like 16.
They
Get
can't
over
control
yourself,
it.
my dude.
Yeah.
Like shit. Yes, they're annoying. 10-year-olds are annoying. I'm not gonna deny that.
I was annoying when
But
I was
they're
10.
just being
Fuck.
kids. Like shit. And he's like an asshole. And then he grows up and guess what he grows up to be? Guess what? You
A teacher?
want to guess? Nope.
What?
Higher.
Higher?
Higher.
A principal?
A cop.
Oh my god.
Yeah. And he's the main detective on the case. of this friend that went missing. And I'm just gonna spoil. They find his body. They had found this boy's body. Mind you, it was only 2 miles away from the backyard where he went missing
Oh
for
shit.
over 20 years. 30 years. His body was just like there and nobody knew.
Oh my god. How did they not know?
Because guess what? They didn't search the area because it was private property.
That's
They didn't
dumb.
search it.
That's so dumb.
Yeah. So it's getting into that. The main character Ethan has just snuck into this institute that they think is like this mysterious institute, and now it's like used for like weddings and private events. He sneaks into the basement of this event area, and he's taking pictures of all this shit that's boxed up in, because there's pictures and articles of like this mysterious organization. And guess who's in this picture? One of these pictures of the organization. Johnny.
Yeah.
The year before he overdosed. And so Rashid comes downstairs and he's like, Ethan, we gotta go. They called the cops on you, my dude. Like, I'm here to take you to the station. He's like, well, shit. But then he's like, well, I got you alone. I'm talking to you now. And he's like, did you know that Johnny like volunteered at the institute? And he's like, yeah, I volunteered too. It was part of like our community service program, whatever. He's like, but was it as weird as everyone said? And he's like, oh yeah, they were into like some weird shit, like ESP and shit. Like we sat in a room and they told me to like look at cards and guess what the next card was. Like they were doing weird shit. And this would have been like in like the late 80s. So that makes sense. That checks out.
Yeah.
The ESP shit was real big then. And I stopped reading and we didn't get any reading done today because, well, we were in the car of code. I don't know why we thought we were going to be able to do reading.
True.
They're in the cop car, headed to the station, I'm assuming. And he's like, do you think what happened to Johnny had anything to do with the Institute? And he's like, no, I don't think anything with the Institute had anything to do with what Johnny did. Like,
Are you sure about that?
Johnny did to himself what he did. Like, it had nothing to do with what happened at the Institute. You have to stop trying to say the Institute is behind Billy's death.
But it is.
And he's like, but it is. And he's like, I'm telling you right now, it's not. And that's like where I stopped. But it's getting so good because we're getting to the flashbacks where they all snuck onto the Institute grounds and they snuck into a mausoleum on the grounds.
Oh, that sounds smart.
Rashid locked all of these boys, these 3 boys, in the mausoleum. Mind you, they had bars on the door, so 2 of them slip out. Ethan and Russ slip out.
But
Billy is trying to slip out of the bars when a guard sees them on the property and is telling them like, you're not supposed to be here. They're literally coming to like arrest them, whatever. And he gets stuck. And Ethan is like, I can't leave him, but like there's a girl, Ashley. Ashley is his babysitter, and she tags along because she's the only other adult. She's literally 16 too, but she's the only adult that these kids have, other than Rashid, who's like the town bully, but like he got dragged into it. And Russ is Johnny's younger brother, so he's not necessarily as mean to Russ as he is all the other kids.
Yeah.
But he's still an asshole. Rashid is such an asshole. And he leaves Billy there.
Oh my god.
And they don't know what happens the next 5 hours. They don't see him for another 5 hours. And they have no clue what happens to him in that time. I'm sure we're gonna get there. But literally he didn't want to leave. But he also didn't want to get in trouble, obviously, because his mom and dad literally told him when they moved into that neighborhood, like, you were not to go to the Institute, you were to stay off the falls. Because there's also like a waterfall system right next to the Institute. which is where his body is later found, is in the water, like at the floor of the freaking waterfall. They find his bones. Is where they
Ew.
find Billy's bone. Yeah. So, and obviously I am with Ethan, like, oh, like not even a full 12 hours before he goes missing and is then murdered. We were literally on private property that we shouldn't have been.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's not even suspicious. It's like it's literally makes sense. It's point A to point B. And
Yeah.
Rashid is like, no, you don't understand. It's not the institute. And he's like, but how can you say that? And he's like, you were there. And he's like, I was there and we left. Yes, we left Billy, but that doesn't mean anything. Like, and he's like, but how do you explain the 5 hours that none of us knew where he was? He just pops up in my freaking backyard ready for our freaking sleepover. And like, how do you explain and he won't tell us what happens in those 5 hours.
Yeah, no, that's sussy.
Yeah. And I'm um very excited to finish it. But it's on they have hot picks. It's the like new books in the
Oh, okay.
library, which you're supposedly only allowed to get for 2 weeks, and then like you cannot put holds or renew them. It's supposed to be so like whoever wants to read it can get it as soon as possible. And I was like, we're not done with it yet. And I'm like, if we can't renew it, I'm gonna have to wait. And so
Yeah.
there was a copy available supposedly. So I put a hold on it today, and I'm
Good.
hoping it's there tomorrow, fulfilled tomorrow, because I don't want to lose it for like weeks and have to figure out when I'm going to finish it. Like 2 weeks is just not enough time for some people.
No, it's not.
Like it's not that I'm even a slow reader. It's just mom had a lot of closes and I didn't get to read with her. Um but yeah, it's really good and I'm excited to finish it.
It sounds really
And
good.
yeah, and the Heart of Silk and Shadow is good too, and I'm not ready for that one to end because I'm gonna get emotionally damaged. Um, but yeah, so good though. My Kindle's my baby,
It's your baby.
my 10-pound baby.
Yeah. That's huge. You need a smaller one.
um, but yeah, not a ton of reading. I do plan on doing more this week, especially since I'm getting off at 3. Like even if I have to take the bus home, I get home usually by 4, which means I can do some reading.
I'm hoping for you.
Hoping. Also, I'm going to start going through and reading some of my manga
Oh,
because
are
I
you?
need to start going through that. Yeah, I need to start going through it because I'm not saying it's a phase because I've been into manga since I was in middle school. However, the collecting mass amounts of it was definitely a pandemic induced hobby. Like there's a couple series that I'm not gonna let go because like obviously they're rarer, like Kadocha I'm not getting rid of.
Yeah.
Like getting that whole series was a fucking miracle. Especially I got it for like $30 at Second and Charles back before we even moved.
Oh, wow.
And like, yeah, you can't get that for that
No.
price. No.
Nope.
And like my Hanako, I love Toilet Bound Hanako-kun, so like that's not going anywhere. My Hero Academia might. I only got like the first 10 volumes anyways, so like that I don't feel too bad.
Yeah.
Probably my Attack on Titan might go too. I don't know. Like I also have a Kindle. There is manga on Kindle too.
Exactly.
I'm like I also can read it for free online if I really am desperate enough. Like
That's true. There's a
yeah.
bunch of free manga places now.
Yeah. And it's like I wanted to be when I moved up here, I told myself I was going to be selective with the books I kept. I was like, I'm going to have like 5 authors and like those will be the ones that get physical copies. I was like, Dean Koontz, obviously, like I will have physical copies of his books because he's one of my favorite authors. and I was like, I'll like let me have 5.
Now
And it was
look
like
at
Dean
you.
Koontz, and then like look what happened. But I do say that I will never ever get rid of my Welcome to Night Vale books
No, I
ever.
wouldn't.
Even though I've basically fallen out of that fandom as far as like actually actively listening, it will always have a place in my heart. I'm never getting rid of those books. I will read those books again and again because I love the characters, I love the world. I will never get rid of them. Like I just won't. Um there's a couple books like on my bookshelf that I got from like Dollar Tree and back in the day that like I'm gonna read and then probably get rid of.
Yeah.
Like it's it's only the ones that like I really care about, which is hilarious that I say that because every single book I've read this year I care about. So it's like,
That's why I
are
said,
you
look
really
at
that
you
selective?
now.
Like, are you really that selective? And it's like, yes, like I'm not like obsessive.
And then there's
Like
me getting tattoos.
I would get a book tattoo. I would.
I think
I
the
would.
2 I have are the only ones I'm gonna get though.
Yeah.
Those 2 are my Roman empires.
Yeah. But I don't know, like
Excuse
I'm
me.
just like in this really weird like pattern right now, thought pattern of like I just want to like purge what I can and like focus on what I really want to keep.
Well, you're gonna
And
be getting a new bookshelf too. So
yeah,
like you kind of need
I have to
to.
get one. Yeah, I have to buy it. It's metal actually.
Oh, is it?
The one I'm looking at, yeah, it's metal.
Nice.
Which it's white. It's like white painted metal, so it'll still go with my room aesthetic.
I didn't know they
Because the
sold
last
painted
thing,
metal.
huh?
I didn't know they sold painted metal.
Yeah, yeah. It's like I think they called it adonitized. Basically, they
Interesting.
like use electric currents to like color it.
Oh, that's really fucking cool. What the hell?
Yeah, it's cool. Um, but yeah, so it won't be like a weird like freaking metal sheet metal looking shit in my room, which
Right?
would like really throw off things.
Yeah, it would.
Like it would really throw things off. But that's my goal is like I'm gonna try to save for that as much as I can while still paying shit down. Like I'm still trying so hard to pay down my credit cards.
Mm-hmm.
Um, my Capital One's gonna take until I freaking am like 69 years old. I swear to God. Like my Capital One, the interest rate, they keep upping the damn limit every time I start paying it down. They're like, guess what?
That's so frustrating.
And I was like, bitch, I can't afford this shit. If you do it one more time, I'm gonna die.
That's
Like
so
the payment's already
frustrating.
like $75.
Jesus.
Like there's like it's like very low APR to be fair. Very low
Yeah,
APR.
but
Um
still.
and it's no annual fee, but I'm drowning. It's literally gonna take me 90 years to pay down or off. So I'm focusing on my like my personal banks
Yeah.
credit cards I have through them because that one's a little more manageable. It's only like a $500 limit.
Oh, that's not bad.
That's a, that's a little more manageable. And if I get that paid down, I'll feel much better.
Yeah.
Um, like yes, there's still one that has like $2,000 worth of debt, but that's fine. That's
We're not
fine.
talking about that one.
We're not talking about that. My Samsung for my phone is already down. It's under a grand already.
Nice.
It's in like the low 900s already, so I'm doing a-okay there.
You're doing fucking moon.
I'm trying, dying. But yeah, um, I'm probably gonna talk to like mom and Cody about Christmas this year because I think we need to do practical gifts
Yeah.
instead of like I don't want to cancel Christmas because every time I talk about it, they're like, let's just cancel. And I'm like, no, you're misunderstanding
That's
me.
not what I want.
I want Christmas to happen. I just need it to be a little bit more like I think we need
Manageable.
to be a little more manageable about it
Yeah.
for all of our sakes. For all of our, not just mine. like all of our sakes. Yeah, that's how I'm feeling, guys. I can tell you're getting
I'm
tired.
so sorry I keep yawning.
It's okay. It's all right.
It's a problem.
It's okay. Um, I've been up since like what 7 a.m. I think. Yeah.
You need
So
to sleep too.
yeah, I'm not really tired though. Like I did have one can of Mountain Dew today.
I swear, I'm a fucking old lady. I'm so tired all the
It's
time.
fine. It's fine. Okay. Do you want to do anything special for your birthday month for episodes? No?
Nah.
Okay.
Nothing I can think of.
Hopefully, maybe I'll have 2 books done by the time we see each other again. Maybe. I'd like to at least finish the novella for God's sake. What am I doing after the novella? Oh, Slaying the Vampire Conqueror is next.
Which I want to read with you, so I'm waiting.
Yes,
Even if I'm
you're
like
waiting.
in the middle of a book, I'll pause it to read it.
I don't think you're going to be in the middle of the rate I'm going.
Fair.
Like this is not really possible. Um, but yeah, I'm hoping I'll be done with the novella. Then Carissa can once again have my heart and tear it into little itty bitty pieces. I'm for sure. The bitch owns my heart more than I think anybody else.
I
Like,
know.
like shit. Like, here, have it.
Just take my heart.
Take it.
It's that fucking TikTok you sent me. I don't think reading is a good.
Marina, she is literally our soul sister, because like
I'm
she
not
literally will
kicking and
post.
giggling.
Yeah, my feet are not kicked. Oh my god. Yeah, she is amazing. I love her. She's actually a dietitian, which is funny. She has a book talk and then she has a dietitian talk. And I don't follow both, but I like both of her videos. Because her thing is making like salads into like dips to have with chips. And I'm like, that is the kind of nutrition advice I need.
How do you
'Cause
do
like if
that?
you'd make it like every salad you basically make into like a salsa and then you use tortilla chips to eat
It's
it.
just my guac, my salad.
Just, just scoop it. If it can be scooped, it can be eaten.
That's true.
Here's the thing: if all salads were like coleslaw, and I know coleslaw is very controversial, I love coleslaw. Okay,
I like coleslaw.
I love coleslaw. If all salads were like coleslaw, I would probably be I would be a stick figure because I can eat a lot of coleslaw. Oh shit. Okay, guys, before I go completely unhinged.
Meanwhile, I'm
Oh,
just
also
over
I
here.
bought a bunch of food at Horrocks. I forgot to mention I bought a bunch of food.
Did you?
I got burrata.
What is that?
It's fresh mozzarella that
Oh,
is then
funny.
stuffed with mozzarella shreds and cream. So when you cut into it, you have like mozzarella,
That sounds so
like
good.
liquid mozzarella. I'm so excited. So freaking excited. Um, but yeah, so here's hoping that this upcoming week does not absolutely destroy us. It probably will.
I might be
It
calling
probably
you
will.
crying either Thursday or Friday.
Yeah, that's okay. I get off at 3.
Okay.
I'm yours after 3 p.m. It's fine. I will literally talk to you on the bus. I don't give a shit.
I might just like, oh,
Okay. I need to take a deep breath for me. Deep breaths. In, out. Exhale, inhale. You got this.
mid panic
Oh,
attack. Shit.
right. I don't blame you. I don't blame you at all. But yeah. Here's hoping, guys. Put it forward into the universe that maybe our weeks will not be absolute shit, please.
please.
Good news, good vibes, please, for the love of God. Um, but as always, guys, my name is Autumn, aka Firefly,
I am Moxie, aka Amy.
and this has been the Nerdy Archives. As always, guys, be safe out there. There's crazy people out there.
We're the crazy people.
We are. Read books. Do it.
Bye.
Bye.